I was sitting in a coffee shop last week when I overheard this conversation. Two people at the next table were talking about work, and one of them said something that completely stopped me in my tracks. You know what she said? I used to care so much about this job that I could not wait to get to work. But now I dread going to work. I do the bare minimum and just clock out. And that conversation got me thinking, what really happened to this person? How does someone go from being excited to go to work to dreading it? Because again, here's the thing. We always talk about disengaged employees like they are the problem. But what if you are looking at this completely wrong? Hi, I'm Sanjeevni Saikia from Vented Circle, and today I want to take you inside the mind of a disengaged employee. Not the version you see in meetings or performance reviews, but the real story. The real story they're never telling you. So here's what hit me. Disengaged employees weren't always disengaged. They were not literally born disengaged. They did not wake up one day and decide to stop caring. Something certainly happened to them. And the scariest part, most of the time, we don't even realize what really caused it. So let me give you a picture of what this actually looks like. For instance, picture Anna. She's been with your company for 3 years. She used to be that person who stayed late, volunteered for extra projects, and brought energy to every meeting she attended. But somewhere along the way, Anna started to shrink. Her ideas stopped flowing. She stopped suggesting improvements. Now, you might think Anna got lazy or just lost motivation, but that's actually not the case. This is what Anna is really thinking. I presented that cost-saving idea 6 months ago that could have saved the company thousands, but nobody even acknowledged it. I spent weekends perfecting that strategy, and it's like it never really existed. Am I making any difference here? Or am I just fitting a chair? Now, that's not a good feeling. You know what's happening inside Anna's head? Every ignored contribution is a small betrayal. Day by day, her enthusiasm is quietly dying. She's not being dramatic, she's just being human. So, your employees aren't lazy, they are not unmotivated, they are protecting themselves. They have learned that caring too much leads to disappointment, that going above and beyond just goes unnoticed most of the time. So, right now, think about your team. Can you spot the person who used to be your go to but has gone quiet? The one who used to contribute ideas but now just shows up, nods, and leaves. That's not just burnout, that's a signal. And if you are seeing one more, chances are there are actually more. So, before you roll out another engagement program without a clear strategy, pause, because I have a few tricks up my sleeve that can actually boost engagement and make it stick. First, start with something I call the idea graveyard audit. Go through the last 6 months of employee suggestions, ideas, and feedback. How many got implemented? How many got acknowledged? And how many just disappeared? Second, build recognition routines. Just 5 minutes once a week. Use the start of a meeting to call out one small specific win from the team. Not a big speech, just this happened, it mattered, I noticed. That tiny ritual rewires attention and makes a huge difference. Third, launch the shout out chain. Every Friday, one team member sends a shout out to someone who made their week easier, better, or just showed up strong. Then that person pays it forward next week. Keep it moving. No points, no prizes, just real peer-driven appreciation. And fourth, host voice back sessions. Once a quarter, hold an open session where employee can see how their past suggestions, concerns, or feedback were acted upon, or why they weren't. It's not just about listening, it's also about closing the loop. And trust me, it's really impactful and is going to make a huge difference. So, the truth is, disengaged employees don't always walk out the door. Many are still right there, just quieter, waiting to feel seen, heard, and valued again. So, before you assume someone has just simply checked out, ask yourself this question first. Have you truly checked in? Here's what I want to leave you with. What's one thing you can do this week to make someone on your team feel genuinely recognized? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas. And if this made you think, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and do not forget to subscribe. See you until next time.